I'm Brandon Lang, and this is your Thursday edition of My Two Cents. And we'll get to your free pick winner in just a moment on the Dallas Mavericks hosting the Houston Rockets. We'll break it down for you in just a second. So we're starting to heat up here this week. And after the 75-dime winner on Tuesday night, number 2 in a row, the Miami Hurricanes, plus the 1.5 over Temple, we come back last night with winning day number 2 in a row and hand you the under, Loyola Chicago and La Monroe. And wouldn't you know it, with 2 seconds to go, La Monroe gets a layup to cut it to 63-62. The posted total is 125.5, and with 1 second to go, La Monroe fouls. Earl Peterson goes to the line for Loyola Chicago, 1-1. He makes, it's a loser. He misses, it's a winner. I don't need to tell you. Final score 63-62. Earl Peterson threw up a brick. And so with that brick, the game stays under the posted total. Delivers winning day number 2 in a row. Gets April off to a good start. And here we are plus 95 dimes this week. And that sets the table for the 40-dime double your wager winner tonight. As we look to make it winner number 3 in a row, winning day number 3 in a row, and continue to build the bankroll to the round of 4 this weekend. And in this run, the last few weeks, believe me, I've had my share of half-point losses. I've had my share of 1-point losses. So you had better believe it felt pretty damn good to have Miss Lady Luck give me a little wink, show me a little love with getting under the posted total last night at 125.5. That's what happens when you start to turn the corner. At about this time last year, my bankroll was around 200 dimes of net profit, and I went on an absolute tear. Not a little tear, an absolute tear. In that run, I hit 3 straight 150-dimers in the NBA playoffs. You blink your eyes, and when we came to the baseball all-star break, that 200-dime bankroll was over 1,000. Well, here we are again, starting to build that same momentum that I did a year ago. And it's amazing that from last year this time to this year this time, I maintained a bankroll of close to 400 dimes of net profit. Those of you who say I can't win over the long haul, well, there's your validation and documentation. And here I am again, about to take off again for the second straight year, and it begins sort of like this. Big 75-dime winner number 2 in a row with the Canes Tuesday night over Temple, and you catch a break with a 20-dimer to keep the winning momentum going. Now, let's bang home this 40-dime double your wager winner tonight. Let's get up 135 dimes of net profit this week. And with 150-dime winner number 10 in a row going on Saturday, now all of a sudden you're staring at a 300-dime week. Now all of a sudden you're staring at 900 dimes of net profit with 1,000 right around the corner. And we didn't need 2.5 months to get to the baseball all-star break to go on the kind of roll I went on last year. This is how it starts with me. I'm going to tell you something right now. After this week has come and gone, it will be a 300 to 400 dime week. I see the board. I know the lines. I know the games. The plays are there. Now we just need time to release them. And tonight, the 40-dime double your wager will get it done. All right, free pick winner in just a moment. My 2 cents. You know, the tournament brings out some great ball games. And as time goes on, we tend to forget games in the past that were unbelievable, ungodly, games that gave you the feeling of what this tournament was all about. If you haven't gone to ESPN.com and watched the 30 for 30 short on Georgetown Princeton, you need to do it. Because in 1989, the NCAA was going to ban Ivy League schools from getting into the tournament. They were going to ban the automatic bid to the lower conferences because they were just getting flat out blown out. And so on that Friday night in 1989, when Alonzo Mourning and the number 1 seeded Georgetown Hoyas took on Princeton, CBS didn't televise the game in primetime. They weren't going to preempt their primetime viewing. So ESPN had their choice of what game they wanted to show. And one executive said, listen, let's shoot for the moon here. Let's take Princeton and Georgetown and show that to the country. Because if this game is close, we've hit a home run. Let's shoot for the stars here. And that's exactly what ESPN did. And wouldn't you know it, that it's probably the closest a 16 has come to beating a 1. David Blatt, who is the head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers, was a guard on that Princeton team. And ladies and gentlemen, they led 29-21 at the half and stayed with the Hoyas the entire way. It was 50-49, Princeton ball, 15 seconds to go, with a chance to win the game outright. 2 cracks at it in the last 15 seconds, 2 big blocks by Alonzo Mourning. They came up short. But what that game led to, it led to CBS saying, that's it. Going forward, we are going to preempt prime time schedules, and we're showing NCAA games. After that year, they signed a $1 billion TV contract. And ladies and gentlemen, that led to, in 2010, a $10 billion contract. And it can all go back to that Friday night in Providence when the number 16 seed Princeton Hoyas, check that, Tigers took the Hoyas to the wire and almost became that first 16 seed. Catch it on ESPN. It's unbelievable good TV. All right, free pick winner. Rockets come in here after Harden puts up 50. Mavs come in here after scoring 134 against the Thunder. And now on back-to-back nights, they meet in Dallas. Well, the Dallas Mavericks have some pretty bad numbers here. They're 0-4 against the spread after an ATS win. They're 0-5 against the spread when their opponent scores 100 points or more in their previous game. The Mavericks are 0-7 against the spread when they score 100 points or more in the previous game. Ladies and gentlemen, these are bad numbers with the Mavs. And how much can they have in the gas tank when they had a run-and-gun affair in the Thunder last night? Houston comes in here ready to roll, and I think the Rockets get off the schneid plus the 2 and get the job done as the Mavs continue to struggle on back-to-back nights. Free pick winner on the Houston Rockets. That's it, everybody. Have a fantastic Thursday. As always, I'm Brandon Lang. And win or lose, I'll see you back here on Friday with another edition of My 2 Cents.